This next story has been trending online all day. A major Hollywood director handcuffed and mistaken for a bank robber, according to a police report. We're talking about Black Panther director Ryan Coogler. The filmmaker was questioned by police in Atlanta back in January after he tried to withdraw his money from a Bank of America. The report says bank employees thought the 35-year-old, who was wearing a face mask and glasses, was staging a robbery because he handed a note to a teller asking for at least $10,000 from his account. Here's a look at that police report. You see it highlighted. It says police, quote, determined that Mr. Coogler did pass a written, filled out withdrawal slip with a note written on the back of the withdrawal slip to be discreet when handing him the cash. Our Blayne Alexander is joining us now from Atlanta. Blayne, this is a crazy story. The director confirmed the incident to Variety, saying that this should be a situation that should never have happened. So how did all of this unfold?
Well, Steph, remember, all of this happened back in January. Of course, Coogler has been spending a lot of time in Atlanta recently. He's here filming the sequel to Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So all of this started, according to the police report, when he went into a Buckhead branch of Bank of America with two people who were waiting in a black SUV in the parking lot for him to go inside. Now, according to the police report, essentially, like you said, he filled out the withdrawal slip, asked for an amount higher than $10,000, and he handed it to the bank teller. But on the back, he had scribbled a note essentially saying, listen, please be discreet. Don't count the cash in public because of the high amount. We also understand, according to surveillance video, that he was wearing a COVID-19 mask. He was wearing sunglasses and a hat. Well, when the teller went to withdraw that amount, apparently it triggered some sort of alert on his account. This is according to the police report. And that made her notify her supervisor, essentially to say that there was a robbery in progress, and they called 911. Steph.
You know, Blayne, there's an alert that you can't take out that much money, and then there's trying to rob a bank. It seems to me there's a lot of room in between those things. Is that part of this discussion right now?
You know, I think it is. You know, the police report goes on to say that when officers arrived, they went up to the two people who were in the SUV. They were like, hey, you know what? We're here with Ryan Coogler. He's a very big name Hollywood director, of course, Oscar-nominated movie maker. They went inside. The two people in the SUV were never handcuffed. Coogler was, though. He was put into handcuffs. He was escorted out of the building. At some point, according to the report, the officers realized the mistake. They apologized to him, explained what happened. But according to the report, he asked for all the officers' names, their badge numbers. Now, remember, this happened back in January, so certainly some time between when we're all finding out about this and when the incident happened. In a statement to NBC News, Ryan Coogler essentially said, yes, this is something that should have never happened, but Bank of America apologized. They rectified the situation to his satisfaction, and essentially they've moved on. Bank of America was also apologetic, saying that this is something that should have never happened. Steph.
Blayne, did Ryan Coogler himself say he believed in some way this was because of the color of his skin?
He did not say that in the statement. You know, he was very brief in what he said. He basically said that you know, it shouldn't have happened, but that they've moved on. I will say that according to the police report, according to the officer who filled out the report, the teller herself was a black person, a black woman who filled out the police report. But as this is making its way on social media, of course, the comparisons can't help but be made and questions about perhaps the motivation behind this and why something like this happened. But Coogler himself did not make that reference. Steph.
All right. Thanks, Blayne Alexander, for walking us through it. We appreciate it.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.